Bridge to receive $5 million of funding. Roma Britnell lashes out about the condition of Tower Hill. Portland aluminium workers walk off the job in protected industrial action. And in sport, Woodford Primary School's Grade 5-6 open football team off to a state competition.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening. Detectives from the Armed Crime Squad have arrested 3 people as part of their investigation into a non-fatal shooting in Biak last month. A 34-year-old Colac man was conveyed to the hospital to be treated for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his lower body. With the assistance of the Viper Task Force, Fugitive Squad and Colac and Geelong Crime Investigation Units, 2 search warrants were executed in Biak on Wednesday. A 32-year-old Biak man and a 34-year-old Biak woman were charged with intentionally causing injury and drug offences, while a 41-year-old Colac man was arrested on Thursday morning. Federal Labor Senator Raf Sassoni was in Port Fairy today after it was announced that the Albanese government will fund the design and upgrade of Griffiths Bridge on Gipp Street. The project, which will be delivered by Moyne Shire Council, includes the replacement of a 2-lane road bridge over the Moyne River at the end of its service life. According to the Senator, the upgrade will preserve community, recreational and commercial links, improve road and vulnerable road user safety, and boost productivity via the removal of a load limit. He says this investment will have a lasting positive impact on the Port Fairy community and the thousands of tourists who visit the area each year.
And I'm really glad to see that this bridge upgrade will actually improve amenities for the broader community, but also support the many small businesses and tourism operators that are so reliant on this bridge, particularly during our peak season in summer. And as you can see, the many cars behind me that come through every single day. Over 4,000 vehicles come over this bridge, around 10,000 during the summer. So you can see how important this bridge is. It's such a critical infrastructure that needs the support from both the local council and the federal government. And I'm really glad that the federal government can actually say we've got $5 million ready to help the Moyne Shire Council to do the necessary work to uplift and upgrade this bridge for many, many generations to come.
We're delighted, Sharna, really grateful to Raf and his team for seeing this need and for investing in us. And you're right, we've been advocating for several years and we were getting concerned, but happily the federal government has stepped in just in the nick of time. We need to work around the busiest tourist seasons here, and those in Port Fairy, that's getting longer and longer. So we can't do this work over summer, we can't do it over the folk festival, and we really want to avoid Easter as well, which is another peak time. So we've only got a couple of a window over winter. So if we don't get it ready in time for next winter, obviously we'd probably have to look at the following winter. But as I say, all of that's to be worked out.
Drought-affected farming families and farm workers in Victoria's southwest are now eligible to apply for payments of up to $1,000 to help with urgent household expenses. The Household Financial Relief Program is being administered by the Country Women's Association of Victoria and will help provide much-needed cash flow relief during tough times. The payments are available to farming families, farm workers and farming contractors in local government areas across the southwest. For more information, you can visit Agriculture Victoria's website. Over to Portland, and workers at Portland Aluminium have made good on their promise of protected industrial action against smelter owners Alcoa. Around 100 workers gathered in the car park Tuesday night instead of their 12-hour shift. It was the first time in over a decade that workers have walked off the job for such a long period of time, after Alcoa was unsuccessful in suspending the action. The Australian Workers' Union confirmed that an additional 36 hours of planned action had been withdrawn with facilitated bargaining with Fair Work starting on Thursday. According to the union, if no agreement is reached, further action will be taken.
I did 20 years of working out there. The culture has definitely changed since I left. Change of management. there's been a lot of people, well, a lot of managers have been there for 20 years, and unfortunately, things need to change. We've got a very lengthy campaign. The next one will be 96 hours. The one after that will be 110. So we are prepared for the fight on this. These guys are prepared to stand out in the grass. We didn't ask for a cent more. All we wanted were these clauses in there, which just looked after our rights.
Member for South West Coast Roma Britnell has been left embarrassed and appalled at the state of the newly refurbished Robin Boyd Visitor Centre, with the new building still sitting vacant. The local member visited the site with Shadow Minister for Public Land Management Melina Barth yesterday and believes the state government is allowing it to fall into disrepair. Roma admits the decision to upgrade the centre was the right one, but the Allen Labor government has well and truly dropped the ball. According to Roma, the state government needs to help the volunteers maintain the area and find a tenant to operate inside the building.
I've always been really proud of it. We picnicked there on Sundays. That was our outing when I was a little girl. I'm embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed. And, you know, I took the Shadow Minister for Public Land Management there yesterday, and seeing it through her eyes, where she said, what a beautiful place, but what a shame it's looking like it is. So it's just an absolute disgrace that the Allen Labor government are letting it fall into such disrepair. Spending all that money on that magnificent Robin Boyd building is absolutely the right thing to have done, and it needed it. But to now let it lay there unused, we all know what happens to buildings when they haven't got people occupying them. But the land area as well, the weeds, the hemlock, the forget-me-nots, the thistles, the nettles. I mean, the locals the friends of Tower Hill who go there and weed, they do their best. And I did notice there was an area that they'd sprayed. It was looking like it was about to turn and die. They can't keep up because the government won't provide the resources nor the management plan. And, you know, good locals doing the best they can, but unfortunately hamstrung by a government that refuses to acknowledge what a beautiful place it is, and it should be managed properly.
Warrnambool student Izzy Dean will join over 1,200 other students in this year's Victorian State School Spectacular at the John Cain Arena. Izzy is in her 10th year as an aerialist specialising in circus and is the only student representing Warrnambool at the event. She was selected after auditioning for the show at the end of last year. This year marks the State School Spectacular's 30th anniversary, and Izzy says it's exciting to be a part of it.
It's a whole big production, whole show of, I think there's 1,200 kids in like mass choir, same for mass dance, and then there's principal dancers and principal vocalists, and then there's also a specialty act. So we're doing circus, so we get to do aerials, and there's a few like different types of specialties. There's hula hoop and like juggling. There's been heaps of like Melbourne and regional people as well. There's been a few from like all the little towns that you could imagine around Victoria, and it's really cool to meet them because you don't really get to meet them being in a regional town.
The Warrnambool City Council has delivered its largest ever round of community grants, awarding almost $312,000 to 47 local groups and events. 25 local clubs, organisations and groups will share its $121,000 through the Community Development Fund, while 22 events will receive a combined $190,000 from the Festivals and Events Fund. The annual funding programs aim to support a wide range of local programs and activities, with Warrnambool Mayor Ben Blaine saying the flexibility of the grants meant groups could put them to the best use possible. The Community Development Fund supports not-for-profit groups based in Warrnambool to fund projects and activities that contribute to the livability of the city. Deakin University will be home to the Great South Coast Science and Engineering Challenge on next Monday and Tuesday. Up to 400 students from across the region will visit the campus to compete in the challenge. The Science and Engineering Challenge is a program run by the University of Newcastle and travels across the country each year running these events. King's College has a running record here in Warrnambool, winning the last 3 years of competition. With social media, artificial intelligence and no-code web platforms levelling the playing field, There's never been a better time for young people to turn their passions into a thriving business, according to 25-year-old entrepreneur Scott Miller. After first visiting Warrnambool in 2019, Scott's education business, Bop Industries, will return later this year to run a 10-week Warrnambool and Moyne Young Business Leaders program. Coordinated by the Warrnambool City Council, the program is for people aged 16 to 21 and is free to join, with expressions of interest now open.
To work with 30,000 young people every single year across the country and around the world, helping them bring their ideas to life and develop their skills as they prepare for the future of work. On the flip side, I also get to work with leading organisations, helping them understand that next generation of top young talent and next generation of consumer. And today, all of those insights and expertise are coming together to be able to help empower our next generation of young business leaders.
That's all in general news, and local sport is next, but before we do that, let's catch up with Meg Dale from Warrnambool City Council.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theatre, where there's always so much going on. Tomorrow we have George Orwell's dystopian science fiction 1984. Midweek, a beautiful show for families called The Velveteen Rabbit. And next weekend is a bumper weekend here at the Lighthouse. We have Dave Hughes coming home to his hometown Warrnambool, followed by Pete Murray. Another thing we have here at the Lighthouse is a series called Lighthouse Learns, where you can learn all manner of topics that are arts related. Our next one is on stage management. What's a stage manager? Come to the Lighthouse tomorrow and find out. Who lives here? Did you know the Lighthouse foyer has a piano? You can pop in and play at any time. You're very welcome, whether you can play the piano or not. In fact, you're welcome in this space anytime we're open. Come and grab a seat, come and see a show. We'll see you at the Lighthouse.
George Taylor Stores, 3 stores, an astonishing range of products. Clothing, accessories, beanies, gloves, hats and belts. Brands like Bisley, Yakka and Ridgeline. Plus the largest range of boots and gumboots in the region. George Taylor Stores.
At the Tyre Factory Warrnambool, we stock the best range of alloy wheels to suit your ride. Steel wheels, wheel and tyre packages for caravans and trailers, and 4-wheel drive wheel packages. The Tyre Factory, 180 Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Aqualife Pet and Aquarium is the most unique pet store in the southwest. Where else can you purchase beautiful hand-reared birds like Cape parrots or red-tailed black cockatoos? If birds aren't your thing, then maybe it's the bearded dragons, the pet snakes or the stingrays that interest you. The team at Aqualife Pet and Aquarium have the knowledge to keep your pets happy and healthy for life. From rabbits to exotic tropical fish, reptiles and birds, there's no place like Aqualife Pet and Aquarium.
VG Cabinets is your specialist cabinetry team, servicing Warrnambool and surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the team here can get your cabinetry needs sorted. Housing a CNC router to make sure all the cuts in the workshop are accurate for a perfect install on site. VG Cabinets cover all areas, including kitchens, vanities, laundries, flat packs, stone bench tops and new homes and renovations. We offer free quotes on any job, so don't hesitate to call Lee on 0408 580 991.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off a tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since 49.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Let's take a look at some local sport news now, and it's the penultimate round of the Warrnambool and District Football Netball League tomorrow, with the final spot in the top 5 still in the balance. One of the intriguing football games of the round is the Old Collegians and Panmure contest, a must-win game in order to stay in the 5. In the A-grade netball, the clash between Allensford and Dennington is a battle between 3rd and 4th on the ladder. Both sides are equal on points, with the losing team likely to finish in 4th. In school football, Woodford Primary School have qualified for state championships. Its grade 5 and 6 students will represent the southwest region in Bundoora. The state championship will be held on the 21st of August.
We had to go through divisionals, districts and then regionals, and we won all of them pretty
comfortably.
I've been teaching here for 16 or 17 years and we've never made it to the state finals before, let alone beat some of the big Warrnambool schools. So we took on St Joey's, take on the private schools of Ballarat and beat them both. So really proud of our team.
Finally, South Warrnambool will face the Grampians Giants in the All Abilities Football Grand Final on Sunday. The Roosters will aim to be crowned back-to-back champions in the Football Integration Development Association. The home side has had a light week on the track to make sure they are primed and ready for the contest, which will be held at the Friendlies this weekend. Both sides have faced off a number of times this season, with the Roosters hoping to get one back on the Giants after going down to them last time they met.
So we've played, there's 3 teams in the Western Conference for Fighter. So there's us, the Roosters, the Grampians Giants and the Wimmera Whippets. And every round we play a round robin event. The Grampians have been the team to beat this year, so they've been very competitive. The Whippets have lost a few players over the year, but they've still been a great team to play against. And the Grampians actually beat us last round, so it's all on really. This we have to win this game. It's the grand final. So.
And all the best to the Roosters, and that's all in sport. It was a mostly sunny day across the region today, with more sunny days ahead over the weekend and into next week. I'll have the full 3-day forecast for you soon.
DCM Automotive is your local automotive specialist. Based in central Warrnambool, DCM provide a full range of automotive services, from general servicing through to computer diagnostics and fault finding. DCM do it all. Call Daryl today.
Forgetting something? Some things are easy to forget, but remembering to book your tax return shouldn't be one of them. SHB Business and Wealth Advisors offer on-the-day appointments, so you can book and see one of our experienced team members straight away. Too busy to visit our office? Then let us come to you, with out-of-office hours appointments available on request. So don't be forgetful. Book your tax return with SHB Business and Wealth Advisors.
Hi, it's Libby from the Vet Group. We are offering discounted standard desexing for dogs and cats for a limited time. Your pet will receive the Vet Group's gold standard level of care at a reduced cost. Terms and conditions apply. Contact the Vet Group Wollaston, Timboon or Portland clinics and book in your furry friend today. Remember, two's a company but a litter is a crowd. The Vet Group, making pet care easy.
Pepper's Pizza is now open with a fresh new menu. Pepper's has vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free options, as well as low-carb pizza bases and a variety of family favourite sides. With online ordering now available, ordering couldn't be easier. Pepper's Pizza, open 7 days.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
George Taylor Stores, 3 stores, an astonishing range of products. Clothing, accessories, beanies, gloves, hats and belts. Brands like Bisley, Yakka and Ridgeline. Plus the largest range of boots and gumboots in the region. George Taylor Stores. Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. We can expect a sunny weekend ahead with temperatures reaching 18 early next week. Sunny in Port Fairy tomorrow with cloud clearing, but a cool start down to 3 overnight. A mostly sunny day on Sunday with light winds, north to northeasterly winds, down to 1 in the morning before a top of 17 degrees. And for Monday, mostly sunny, a chance of showers in the evening and a top of 18 degrees. Cloud clearing in Mortlake tomorrow, down to 3 overnight before a top of 16 degrees. A cold start to Sunday, down to 1 to start the day before patches of morning frost and fog, a top of 18. Mostly sunny again on Monday with a chance of showers later in the day, expecting a top of 18 degrees. East of the region at Camperdown and Colac, down to 4 overnight tonight, the chance of morning fog before a sunny day tomorrow. Sunday, the chance of morning fog and light winds, a top of 16. And for Monday, a beautiful day, mostly sunny, a top of 17. Down along the coast, cloud clearing tomorrow with a chance of morning fog, down to 3 overnight before a mostly sunny day. Sunny again on Sunday with patches of morning frost and a chance of fog, starting the day at 1 degree before a top of 13. For Monday, sunny, perhaps a light shower later in the day, a top of 14. Back west to Warrnambool, a gorgeous weekend ahead with plenty of sunshine. Down to 3 overnight tonight before a sunny day tomorrow. Mostly sunny on Sunday with light winds and 17. And for Monday, sunny again with light showers expected in the early evening, a top of 18. That wraps up Southwest Local News for another week. Thank you for choosing us as your reliable source of local news. Remember, if you missed any of the bulletin, you'll be able to watch it back on demand very shortly, and you'll also hear the full bulletin on Thruway FM tomorrow morning. From all of us here at Southwest Local News, have a happy and safe weekend. With peace, good night.